Hello, everyone. This is Lori Robertson, and welcome to the Lori Robertson Podcast. I'm super excited that you're here. I hope that you're having a fantastic day because I am having an amazing one. But today, what I want to talk about is there are certain books, right, that you can read for success and financial freedom. Did you know that? When I first got started on my journey of entrepreneurship, I had no idea about reading books to help me learn about personal development, which led to my success and financial freedom. I had no idea. I don't know if you did. If you do, awesome and amazing. I don't know which type of books that you've read, but I'm going to give you my top 10 pick books that I know is going to change your financial future, your business, and it's going to change every aspect of your life. Okay. Now, also, I know you've heard that readers are leaders. And that's true, because once you start to develop the skills in the books that you read, you will become leaders because you'll know more things about, your field, your expertise is going to outshine a lot of people because of the books that you read, right? So let's get into it. They are in no particular order, but I will share with you which one is my favorite. Okay, number 1 is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Number 2 is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Number 3 is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Number 4, Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks. Abraham, how it is that, about the law of attraction and things like that. She is the go-to person for it. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I forgot I haven't been numbering them, but oh well. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name. And Paulo, please excuse me for butchering up your name. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And I'm also going to give you one extra called The Atomic Habits. Now, I don't know who actually wrote this book. I meant to look it up, but just Google it and you will find it. But can you guess what my favorite book is out of all of these? Bet you can't. Well, I'm going to let you know which one it is. It is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And I had the opportunity to meet him. He signed his book for me. And I was just I fanned out over him. But that book is absolutely amazing. I have read that book, I don't know how many times. But The Slight Edge, once you start to read that book and realize certain things, your whole life is going to change. Especially, there's a part in the book when they talk about your funeral. And there's a part in the book where they talk about public speaking. It was such an eye-opener and absolutely amazing. And I'm not going to say that this is my second favorite, but it is close to The Slight Edge, and that's Outwitting the Devil, right? I think that's something that everybody should pick up. But if you're trying to figure out which books, if you don't have them already, should you read first, I highly suggest that you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich first, and then read The Slight Edge and Outwitting the Devil if you want to read in any particular order. But these books have actually changed, my life. It has changed the lives of so many different people. And so you may say, well, I don't like to read. And it's understandable. There are a lot of people out here that do not like to read. But I have been a reader all of my life. I remember I used to read comic books. I used to read the love stories and things like by Danielle Steele. I started reading, oh my God, his name just slipped me, Stephen King. I used to read his books. And so I could read a book in a day. I would take one day and just grab a book and just read it because I love to read about other people. I love to read about other time frames. I love to read about things that's going to broaden my mind, my imagination. And I just love to learn. And the more that you learn, the more that you can help other people. Like if you have a business and maybe you want to do a blog, or maybe you want to do a YouTube video, or you want to do emails. once you read a book, those are things that you can share with your audience, with your email list. I mean, you can share it with anybody in order to help you make money in your business. And in later podcasts, we'll talk about how you can use these particular things for content for your marketing, which will help you make sales. But this is going to be a very, very short podcast. It just was on my heart to share with people, start with some books. If you don't know, what to do or how to get to the next level in your business, read a book. Reading is fundamental. Remember they used to tell us that in school? But it's definitely true. Just start to read a book and then implement whatever it is in the book that they will give you, because they will give you things to do to help you on your journey in entrepreneurship, and document it. Get a book out, journal, and write down everything, and then go back maybe after 30 days, after 60 days, and after 90 days and see if what you read in that book actually has helped you in your business. Well, do me a favor though. If there are any books that you can recommend to my listeners, please, share them with us. If there's any book that you can recommend that I can read. I mean, I read a lot, but I think these are the top 10 that a lot of people read. But if you can recommend any books that it's going to help me on my entrepreneur journey, by all means, leave them in the comments. I really, really appreciate your feedback. Like I said, this is my first podcast. This is my second episode. And so I'm learning just as well as everybody else. And I hope this is going to be a learning experience. I hope we can take this journey together. But anyway, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you on the next podcast.